This is a car we've been very excited to show you around. We brought you a preview from the international launch last year, and now we finally have it on Irish roads. It's the Kia Stinger. Yes, this is a Kia, and yes, there is a 3.3 litre, 370 brake horsepower V6 petrol engine under the hood. So that's not a bad start. Space in the back isn't bad for this type of car. You've got plenty of legroom, although headroom is hampered slightly by the sloping roofline. And it's definitely best suited to 2 passengers rather than 3, because you do have quite a large transmission tunnel to contend with. The boot measures in at a reasonable 406 litres, and because it's a very practical liftback, it's very easy to load. But it still keeps that nice executive silhouette. It goes without saying that this is a very bold move from Kia. And while they've no doubt come on exponentially in terms of design over the last decade, they're still not the ones that immediately spring to mind when you think of high-performance Gran Turismos. This is an area of the market still very much dominated by the German premium brands like Audi, BMW and Mercedes. But Kia's thinking on the matter seems to be, well, why should it be? And for that, we salute them. So what is it that we want from a car in this bracket inside the cabin? Well, I would say extreme comfort, which it has. There's an electronically adjustable driving position which saves your preference and adjusts every time that you sit in. And there's also electric adjustment in the steering wheel. Then, of course, you're going to want a general premium atmosphere. And I think that we can check that box too. It's a very nice interior, complemented by these sumptuous Nappa leather seats. The dashboard design is sleek and modern, and not a million miles away from the type of simple elegance you'll find in those high-end competitors. You'll also find plenty of switchgear to play with, which can be used to activate some pretty cool features. This one here is for heated seats, which can be used to warm them up on a cold morning or for cool ventilation on those warmer days. There's also a heated steering wheel, a drive mode selector, which we'll take a closer look at later, automatic dual zone air conditioning and a 7-inch colour touchscreen infotainment system, which comes equipped with Apple CarPlay, turn-by-turn navigation, and it comes paired with a 15-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. So, the infotainment system. Usually it's not fair to compare to the likes of BMW and Audi here, but since they have willingly put themselves in this bracket, we think we can on this occasion. And while it is good, it's not quite in that league either. It is very user-friendly and some will appreciate the simplicity, but the graphics aren't particularly mind-blowing, and when you put it up against the likes of BMW's iDrive, it just feels a bit basic. Practicality-wise, you've got cup holders here and here, a wireless phone charging tray if you've got one of those fancy Samsung contraptions, I don't, and door bins wide enough to fit a bottle of water or whatever it is you use to fuel your long journeys. It's also a car you feel very safe in, and not just because of the generous dimensions and general feeling of solidity. There's also a raft of driver assisting features which help to take some of the worry out of everyday manoeuvres, like blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist and automatic cruise control. Now for the serious business. Just to point out first that there is a more sensible 2.2 litre diesel option available if you're interested in things like fuel economy and all that jazz. This isn't it. This is the petrol head option. Powered by a 3.3 litre V6 and paired with an 8-speed automatic gearbox and rear-wheel drive for that proper sports car feel. And this is not the one that you buy for the fuel economy, with a claim figure of nearly 10 litres per 100 kilometres and a €1,200 motor tax bill. It is fun though. It feels extremely quick and powerful with a nice smooth power uptake, and it also feels very nice and refined and comfortable for the day-to-day. If you want to add a bit more excitement, you can switch between some pretty self-explanatory driving modes, including Eco, Comfort and Sport. Sport will change the feel of the throttle, stiffen up the suspension and weight up the steering for a sportier feel to the drive, and it does change the character of the car considerably. Everything suddenly feels a lot more eager, it gets a bit louder, and it just makes you want to fling it down a windy road, and it's tremendous fun when you do. There's also Sport Plus mode, which is basically sport mode but with the traction control turned off, if you're feeling particularly brave. The one area I feel it is lacking a little bit in is noise, and even in the sportiest of its sports mode, it still sounds a lot more reserved than it is. And I just thought you might hear a little bit more of that V6 grunt. But while you certainly feel the power uptake, there's not as much in the way of acoustic excitement inside the cabin. Then again, some people will prefer that to a synthetic sound played through the speakers. And to be fair, it is being marketed as more of a luxurious but powerful Gran Turismo rather than a rival to the M4. The Stinger is a truly impressive package, although the price is still going to raise a few eyebrows for a Kia. The diesel starts at €54,000 and this V6 petrol at 64. That said, you will struggle to find this level of performance at that price tag anywhere else on the market, never mind with a 7-year warranty to boot. So it all depends on how you look at it. We're big fans of it here, it looks fantastic, it's brilliant to drive, and it's going to help people see the brand in a whole new light, which is perhaps the most impressive thing at all. You can check out the Stinger at your local Kia dealer, details of which you'll find on CarsIreland.ie. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.